Good afternoon, Cross Timbers teachers. This is Miss O'Connor. I am going to be demonstrating how to set up a Google Classroom. Before we get started on the setup, I am going to show you what I have so far, so you can kind of get an idea of how it will look. So this is my Google Classroom. I have it already open. This is my stream, which is basically a news feed, like a Facebook news feed of all of your activity that you do. Then we have my classwork. I have my good things at the top. Students can click in here and go do their good things via Flipgrid. I have my review unit that we were working on before spring break and all of this happened, so this is just a review for them. And then this is my next unit that we are currently slowly building. And then I have my following unit, and then just some review units. Under my Peoples tab, I have all of my students, and then I have grades. So in here, I have a video that I created over me teaching inherited and learned traits. I have flashcards through Quizlet, which is awesome. I have an activity that students are working on. So far I've got 5 of them completed, and they're doing something through Google Drawings. I have my presentation from the first tab just for them to review if they needed to. I have a Flipgrid that they are going to be working on, and then I have a quiz for them to finish. So how I get started with doing all of this is you're going to want to go to your class link, and then you're going to click on Google Classroom. Yours will be blank. I currently have my class here, so when you go to add and create a class, you're going to go to the plus sign up at the top right and hit create a class, and you're going to name it CTIS demo. So this is going to be my class, and it just takes a minute or so for it to load. And over here we have our stream. This is your class code for students to join. You have the name of your classroom up here that you can change your theme however you want. They've got English, history, math and science, art, sports, etc. Or you can upload your own picture. Okay. So, before you get started with this, I would go to my top right hand corner and go to settings. This is where you can edit your class details. You can reset your class code if you want. With the stream, that's like your news feed on Facebook. I personally don't want students to be posting and commenting quite yet, just because this is new, and you can decide what works for your students. So you can put only students can comment, or only teachers can post and comment. That way, you're the only one commenting in the streams. Classwork, you can show the attachments and details, show condensed notifications or hide notifications, so it's not as messy when students are in the stream. You can show deleted items, and then send Guardian examples. And then they have grading. You can choose a grading system, overall grade, total points, so far. Okay. So that is in settings. So to get started, I'm going to click back to my Google Classroom, and you see how I have these these headings. Those are called topics. So I'm going to create a topic, and since we are talking about learned and inherited traits, I'm going to go ahead and title that. And I'm going to go ahead and add it. Okay, so there I've got my topic, and then I can go and create as many topics as I think I'm going to need, or you can just build them as you go. So now if I wanted to create a material post, so this would be like a PowerPoint presentation, a video, anything of that nature. So mini lesson with Miss Connor, give a description. Now if I'm adding something from it, I'm going to click add. I'm going to add from my Google Drive. I have the video already made up from my Google Drive, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And then maybe I want to also add just the slideshow itself. And there are my two material units. I can give a description. Please either view the video or the slideshow. Now this would go over here. You want to make sure it's for the right class, all of your students. And then I want this is going to go under your topic. So my topic that this material is for is learned and inherited traits. So then I will post it. Now if I just hit post, that's going to automatically make it available for your students to see right now. If I wanted to change that and want them to see this tomorrow instead, I'm going to click edit. And instead of going, if I wanted to change it, I could. And I'll show you how to do that with an assignment. So then I create an assignment, and I want them to list all of your inherited traits. Of course, you can go into more detail. This is just a demonstration though. So then I'm going to click create, and then Google Docs. And I'm going to put that students make a copy for each. So students can make a copy and submit it. I'm going to go over here. I can pick a due date if I want. So let's say I want this due on Friday. My topic is, again, learned and inherited traits. If I had other topics, I would be able to click in through here. If I click on this arrow, I can schedule this to show up at a different day. So for example, if I don't want this to show up until tomorrow, I would click the 18th and hit schedule. And then tomorrow at 8 a.m. it will open. You can use these three dots to organize them. If you were to look at mine, I have mine numbered. One of my friends who works in ed tech in Fort Worth suggested that, and that's just so students can view in order how things should go. So they know to do my Google Slides first, vocabulary cards third, fourth, and fifth, and so on. You can make a quiz for your students, and you would just click make a quiz assignment, and it will open up a Google form. You would do the same thing, title it, give instructions, and then click on the quiz. So I'm going to click here, and it's going to open up a quiz, and this is where I can edit the quiz. I'll do another video on how to make quizzes in Google Forms for you. So that is an option. And then once again, make sure that you pick your topic, and you can either assign or schedule it for another date. When you are going to add students, you're going to go to, so that's how to create topics and things like that. Then you're going to want to go to people to add your students. You can give them this code, but I've been having a difficult time. Students have been messaging me saying they can't get in, the code's not working. So I would just take the 5 or 10 minutes it's going to take to start typing my students' names. It will automatically populate, and you can add them. So you would just type in their names, click on it. So I had Amy Myers. I'm using you as my example, Amy. And then you would hit invite, and then students, when they log into Google Classroom, will see that it's there. If you have a co-teacher, you can invite teachers to, just as you did with students, to help with creating assignments or anything of that nature. So that is the basic overview of Google Classroom. I will be making more videos about Google Classroom, how to create quizzes, how to embed Flipgrid, and different things like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I am happy to help. Thank you. Have a good quarantine. Bye.